Don't let nobody dictate your future. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something, that you can't be more than what you are. You can't get that promotion or you can't get that degree. I'm just here to let you know that I think you got it. I can tell you all day, but if you don't believe you got it, it's like a lost cause.
Welcome to the E.D'ORSTYLES channel. My name is E.D'OR. To start this patty recipe, we'll be using these lentils, and I'll just let them boil in organic vegetable broth and spices for about 15 to 20 minutes. While that's boiling, I'll be using these ingredients. Everything will be listed in the description box. I like to use these sausages. I don't usually like man-made alternative meat. However, these sausages are great, and I understand every ingredient, which is key when you're using these man-made products. I'm okay with these sausages, and I've been using it for about a year now, and I enjoy them. So with the vegan sausages, I'm just gonna let it simmer with some yellow onions, green onions, and a little bit of spice, and just let it get a little crispy. Now for the sweet mushroom mix, I'll be using some vegan butter, yellow onions, green onions, and of course the mushrooms. Now the whole point of this portion of the filling, I want to give the mushroom as much taste, and mushroom loves to absorb flavor. So this is going to be a great part because these patties, I wanted a mix of sweet and sour, so that's what I'll be using. So I'm just going to add a little bit of spice. I always use Vegeta spice, all-purpose spice. I love it, with some thyme. Now that it's been simmering for about 8 minutes, I'm going to add some organic vegetable broth, and not too much, just a little, because I just want the mushroom to absorb more flavor, but you don't want to make it like a sauce, so just a tiny bit goes a long way. And the sweetener, of course, is pure maple syrup, and I'm gonna use just as much as what my ancestors are guiding me to use, okay? I am of Haitian descent. We don't really do measurements, so just go with the flow when you're cooking, or just watch my video while you're doing this. All right, and then just let that simmer and lower the volume just so that you don't burn. Add some fresh spinach and garlic. Add a little bit more spice and, of course, your bell peppers. Let that simmer for about 2 minutes. We want to keep the crunch of the bell peppers just to give texture in the patty. Now putting it all together. As you can see, my lentils are ready, and I've already put my sausages in here. I've added some fresh tomatoes, and I'm gonna add my mixture of my sweet mushroom. And mix that all together. So I ended up finding this vegan option pastry puff at Whole Foods. Whole Foods is tripping with their prices, so I would suggest you make your own at home. There's a lot of recipes you can find on Pinterest. So this is very ghetto. I did not have a roller. I ended up using what I got. It worked all right, it did what it had to do. I feel like I would have got more use out of the pastry if I did have a roller, because it'd be a bit thinner, but it's okay. It did what it could, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see, I was struggling to get, I wanted to get it a lot thinner. I feel like I didn't use enough of the pastry. because I couldn't really get it that thin. And maybe it's because I didn't use enough flour to stop letting it stick to my little ghetto roller situation. But yeah, it did what it did, you know. Okay, so I was very generous with my portions. I just like my patty to be full. Sometimes you get patties and it's just a pastry puff, and I don't like it like that. I like mine full, you know. And since I didn't have, like, I don't know, the pastry wasn't pastrying, so, you know, I wanted to use as much as my filling as I could. And I just used my fork to close the patty. I saw this once on Food Network and it worked great right now. So good thing I watched that. And as always, your hands are always the best tool. So I wanted to really close them. And then I went back with my fork to give that, you know, that patty look. This is how they turned out. I think I made about 8 of them, and I will air fry them. It's just a healthier option for me, and I don't consume a lot of oil for hormonal balance reasons. So I melted the vegan butter and added garlic for flavor to give it that crispy effect. I fry it at 390 for 15 minutes. Et voila! If you only could smell it, it smells so good. And she is stuffed and yummy. Try this healthy option and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!
I don't know if it's real, but I like the way I feel inside.